All right, so I'm gonna get right into this video. Well, this video is about black men who join the military, or black people in general who join the U.S. military. What motivated me to do this video was because when I was at work, I was talking to this one coworker. It was this African dude, right? Um, he was here. He served in the Navy, right? And respect to those who served for this fucked up ass country. You know what? I take that back. But I will say that you got some balls for making yourself a weapon for this country, this wicked, evil country that doesn't give two fucks about its people, even the white people or any of us to this day. So I'm gonna tell you this, right? For you so-called black people who 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 feel so fucking patriotic with your because you served in the U.S. military, or you want to wave your American flag like you one of them, like, do you ever sit and ask yourself, like, damn, I'm really finna go donate my life force, give my soul to these people because you're signing a contract. Um, I'm gonna really let these people use me as a weapon for their own selfish gain. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to war about. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna just let these people use me as a weapon. I'm gonna let these people cut my hair and let them program me and let them turn me into a cold stone program soldier. That's when they come back from the force, they be like this. You know, they got that cold, that deep, hard, cold stare in their eyes, and they be all robotic and shit. Like they got that deep, cold stare in their eyes, and they just be robotic as fuck because they've been programmed. They've been programmed to be a weapon of destruction for these people who don't give two flying fucks about their family or you. When in the history of this country, as especially as a black man, has this country ever gave two fucks about you? Never, never, ever, and never will. It was built from your ancestors. It was taken from your ancestors. This is our land. So you took it from the Aboriginals. So why would you want to serve this country when to this day it still doesn't regard you? It still doesn't respect you. It still doesn't give a fuck about you. And it's still doing everything under the sun to keep the Aboriginal people in an enslaved state. But you want to go serve for this country that literally took everything from you, including your language, your history, your culture, your name, your customs, and you want to serve this country. I'm sorry, it blows my fucking mind that we still got black people voting and we still got black people serving in this U.S. fucked up military. Like, you gotta be out your you gotta be out your mind. Like, that just blows my soul away. And I don't give a fuck who gets offended by this video. I don't give a fuck if you served in the military and you got offended by this video. Click off the video. Like, our ancestors would be rolling in their fucking grave right now if they saw the way this shit was. Like, the same military that you're serving for is the same military that they use to take the land from from your ancestors. The U.S. Navy destroyed the Florida Seminoles. The U.S. military destroyed the Cherokee, destroyed all these tribes, destroyed us. Do you still not get it? Like, are you still programmed by these white people? Like, see, like, I'm trying to keep my composure because this is nothing. I can go completely off like a time bomb and destroy everything, destroy this phone, destroy this light right here, destroy everything. But I gotta keep my composure because this shit, it like, you just walk around and you just see your people just blind as a bat, blind as fuck, still voting, still participating in the system that doesn't give two fucks about them, not trying to get out the system, nothing. They just comfortable sitting in bullshit to the point where that shit smells good, huh? But again, I'm gonna ask you this question again. And if you're thinking about joining the military as a black person, I want you to ask yourself this question: why would I serve this country when this country literally doesn't, to this day, is has so much blood on its hands, so much wickedness, so much destruction that is done to the Aboriginals of this land, and to this day still got us mentally in a mental enslaved state. Why would you want to donate your life force energy and turn yourself into a weapon for these people to use? You might as well just take a gun and off yourself, if you ask me. Because what the fuck are you here for? You're not trying to benefit the collective. You're not trying to benefit none. You're trying to side with Satan's army. You try to, and here's the thing: they're gonna try to make it look like they're doing the right thing. They're gonna try to make it look like they're righteous when these people are on the complete opposite spectrum of that. These people going into countries, I'm raping innocent women and children, bombing millions, killing people for what? And you don't even know what the fuck you're going over there for. For some oil, for what? I've heard so much fucked up stories like of people who are in the military that can go deep. I heard people who said that like, yo, like after these people like get back from fighting or war or whatever, the drill sergeant would be like, yo, you guys can go, let me use a word, you guys can go grape these innocent people, right? But they tell them that to keep it on the hush, and if they say something, they'll blow their brains out. I'm not making this shit up. I've heard stories about this from actual people who served in that shit, who served for these wickedness. You're not you're serving for a wicked country. You're serving for something that's unrighteous. They're gonna make it seem all patriotic and shit like that, but it gets so fucking deep, so deep. Nothing's honest about this country. Nothing's honest in corporate. Nothing's honest about the military. Nothing's ever honest about this country. It's all blood and wickedness. They're gonna make it seem like that. That's the smoke and mirrors illusion bullshit. That's the matrix. That's the illusion. You gotta pick out of that shit. Let me tell you something. Back in 2020 or 2019, I was just about to serve in the U.S. military. I was just about to serve in the Air Force. But this was before my awakening. This was before I found out about all this information about myself. This was before I found out all this shit. When I was asleep. That was when I was asleep, like back in 2019, 2020. And I was 1 point off. 1 point off. So that goes to show you how the universe works. I was 1 point off from getting the career that I wanted to get in the Air Force. See how things work? And then just a few months to a year later, I had this big ass awakening. That's when I went vegetarian. And that's when I found out all this information about my real history, about who we are. And that's when I found out so much shit. That's my fault, guys. I pressed the button on the mic by accident. But, that's when I found out about all this shit. So, black men or whoever, black women, whoever's trying to join the military, you really need to think, because that just blows my soul away that you really want to serve for these people who ate your ancestors, who hung you, who did all these wicked actions, stomped your babies like out the stomach, out the womb. And I can just go on and on and on and on and on. Like, I'd be all over the place with this video, and I have so much to say that my words is just fumbling already because I have so much I want to say. But I'm gonna have to save it for another video. But anyways, y'all, like, that's why I will never ever vote. I will never vote. Right now I'm working a job because I'm using that as a stepping stool to start my own shit, because that's what we need, and that's what's going to happen. Because I refuse to be a slave to corporate America. I refuse to be a slave to the system. They want to keep you depressed. They want to keep you stressed. They want to keep you mad. They want to keep you frustrated, and they like to use these jobs and they like to use a lot of things to target you, to keep you at a low state. They want to program you. They want to make you what they want you to be. They want to make you what they want you to be, not what you want to be. They want to create you. They want to control you. Fuck that shit. And this dude at my job was telling me, like, would you join the military? I'm like, does this dude even know who the fuck I am? Like, I told him already how I feel about the system, how I feel about things, and he had the nerve to ask me if I want to join the military. I found that as like a disrespect, honestly. I found that as kind of like disrespectful. Got the nerve to ask me if I want to join the military, like, and I told this dude where I stand at too, like how I feel about this shit, how this is our land. I told him that, yo, this is the Aboriginals, this is our land, so-called Black Americans. and shit like that. But it just goes in one ear out the other. Like he knows, he understands it. He understands some of the shit I'm saying, but it's not registering on his conscience because he's still stuck in this smooth white world. He's still programmed in this smooth white world. But people are gonna wake up at their own timing, so I don't really blame some of these people because that's all you see from the day you're born. It's just this programmed, whitewashed world. They want you to be what they want you to be. Anyways, it's crazy. It really does blow me away. But y'all, shit, it's your life. Fuck it. But anyways, take care. Peace.